Konnichiwa, Anime und Game Otakus, willkommen zurück zu einem neuen Part von Vampyr. Wir versuchen nochmal unser Glück gegen Harriet und die Rote Königin. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, dass was werden wird. Toll, das fängt ja schon gut an mit dem Leben hier. Ja, das ist scheiße mit der neuen Waffe jetzt, ne? Ah, jetzt hat sie mich trotzdem erwischt. Hauptsache ich krieg noch ein bisschen Blut, weil jetzt geht's nämlich zur Sache. So, jetzt kommt nämlich die andere Troller.
Is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob das besser ist oder schlechter. Ah, verdammt, die ist so eine Kackziegel. Wenn die mich erwischt, ist halt das Problem. Uah. Ja, ich hasse die. Hat auch nicht so viel Schaden, leider. Boah, das macht fast gar keinen Schaden. Das ist ja furchtbar. Aber jetzt hat sie mich. Scheiße. Jetzt macht sie halt richtig viel Schaden. Glaube ich. Oder war das eine andere Situation? Ich bin mir nicht sicher. Was ist mal das hier? Oh, die treffen mich trotzdem? Ey, ist doch kacke. Oh, die treffen mich trotzdem hier. Nee, ist ja geil.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Ah. Sie geht mir so auf den Kack. Nerv. Nerv. Mich nicht, Frau. Jetzt hat die ihre Sichel. Oh, scheiße. Jetzt habe ich nicht mehr viel Ausdauer. Jetzt kann ich nicht mehr abhauen. Die macht so viel Schaden einfach, ne? Toll. Super. Nein, nicht auf sie. Oh, fuck, ey. Wirklich jetzt. Das ist genau die falsche gewesen. Und die trifft mich trotzdem. Das gibt's einfach nicht. Oh mein Gott. Hätte ich mehr so eine Spritzen, die mein Leben erhöhen, also dass ich wieder mein Leben bekomme, hätte ich vielleicht eine bessere Chance. Ich glaube, das wird nichts. Ich muss auf meine Ausdauer voll aufpassen. Wow. Oh, wie die einen immer trifft, ne?
Such innocence, such guilt.
Ah! Oh, fick dich doch. Eieiei, ich glaube, das wird nichts. Also wird schwierig. Die hat zwar nicht mehr viel, aber die kann mich auch schnell erledigen. Ah, scheiße. Genau, darauf muss ich aufpassen. Nein, ich mache gerade dumme Sachen. Ja, ich mache gerade sehr dumme Sachen. Ja, ich hab sie. Fick dagegen. Hexe. So, jetzt will ich wissen, wer du wirklich bist.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Nein, nicht zum nächsten Mal. Boah. War die nervig. Also hat die Vorbereitung was gebracht. Also hat sich es gelohnt, einen Ort auszurotten wieder, ja?
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Oh mein
Old
Gott.
Bridget, what are you doing here?
Ich habe doch ihre Leiche gefunden.
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the others.
Wir haben ihre Leiche gesehen,
I was
ja?
up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over. I have avenged my poor Mary.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reid, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored.
Alle
to be
gerettet,
part of
natürlich.
this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury
Wo ist die überhaupt?
when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever. By making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time.
Lord Redgrave,
And I
Alter.
sincerely hope it will find you too. Now that all is over.
Aber wo ist denn...
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Dankeschön, freut mich. Okay, kann ich ihr trauen? Ich bin mir nicht, ich bin mir nicht sicher. Aber hey, wir haben die Königin besiegt. Also, ja.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient
Wow, wie das leckt
will
einfach.
crossed paths with mortal imprudence.
Wow, geil.
For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood
Das ist schön in einer
Red like
Sequenz,
hate, red like hunger,
weiß ich nicht, Lecks zu
red
haben.
as life and death, passing from one immortal to another, from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time.
Das
My
stimmt.
only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Ich würde das gerne wissen. Das bedeutet... Wow, es wird hell. Krass. Das bedeutet, wir sind kurz vorm Ende, ne? Also, was soll jetzt noch großartig kommen? Außer wir müssen gegen sie kämpfen. Das glaube ich aber eher nicht. Es wird langsam hell. Krass. Wir sehen endlich mal Licht in diesem Spiel. Das wird uns aber wehtun, wenn die Sonnenstrahlen uns treffen.
Well, this is it.
Alter Falter.
Lady Ashbur's domain.
Alter
Why
Falter.
am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Das ist ja übel. Kapitel 7, die gesunde Überträgerin. Boah, was ist denn das hier für ein krasser Ort? Oh, jetzt kommt der schon wieder. Erfahre die Wahrheit über Elizabeth. Was will der jetzt schon wieder?
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
Über die rote Königin.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
Wie stehst du zu ihr?
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
Ja, okay. Wonach trachtet sie?
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Okay.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
Okay.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
Oh Gott.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
Okay. Über die Wachen.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come.
Stimmt, wir können ihn nutzen, wenn er das zulässt, natürlich. Das ist eine andere Sache, weil er hasst uns ja im Grunde.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
Edgar? Are you serious?
In a manner, you opened the way for him by slaying Usher Talltree. Clever if you had planned it, but a mistake most sinister if you did not.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
Okay.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Über William Marshalls Blut.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reid. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Ist William Marshall hier?
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
Yeah.
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny.
Boah, krass.
Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Okay, wer sind deine Söhne?
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
Alter, wie viel hast du erschaffen?
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
Okay.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Immerhin.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reid. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
Oh, bitte nicht, träum nicht von mir, das ist ja pervers. Ach du Kacke. Okay. Ich glaube, ich mache dann aber hier erstmal einen Cut, ne? Weil, oh, hier komme ich weiter. Wahrscheinlich ist das Tor vorne zu. Dann würde ich dafür sorgen, dass der nächste Part dann der letzte wird, weil es wurde jetzt sehr, sehr, sehr viel geredet. Das wird zu sein. Ja.
It's locked, all right.
Genau.
The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Ja. Gut, dann werde ich dafür sorgen, dass der nächste Part der letzte sein wird. Das Finale würde ich mal vermuten. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, ob es noch weitergeht, aber ich glaube eher nicht, weil es schon hell wird. Wir Informationen von ihr bekommen. Mal gucken, was passiert. Ich bin mir nicht sicher. Vielleicht was ganz Schlimmes, vielleicht was Gutes. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Schaltet dann wieder ein und ja, bis dann.